Source here, and today we're going to start work on this Zyuoh lion helmet. I think it printed okay. I'm having a really bad stringing issue with my one printer that printed this. So it's got a bunch of little nibs and knobs all over it. It looked a lot worse. If you have stringing, what you can do is hit it with a heat gun, and it should curl them up a little bit, and you just sand them off. That's fine for the outside. The inside kind of sucks. I usually hit it with a heat gun and just sand it off with some 220, just real quick inside. It mostly comes off unless you've got another issue. But got a little under extrusion on the back here that we might have to fill with some spot putty for sure. But other than that, I think it's pretty cool. This is a really cool helmet. I think out of the base Zyuoh helmets, this might be the coolest one. An elephant's up there too, but I already did an elephant, which I would like to redo. So maybe. This is also for someone requested Zyuoh helmets, so I have this one, and there will be another one coming as well. And yeah, just the two. I don't have a file for the white one, so I might have to change that. I would like to make a Zyuoh whale, the red with the whale helmet. I think that is probably the best helmet in the series. So we'll get there. I gotta find someone who has that file. I don't know if anyone does. I want to get commissioned, but yeah, let's get sanding. Okay, I'm gonna epoxy sculpt the chin on this Zyuoh line. After we sand it, I'll probably do this in here with some spot putty. I think that'll probably be easier and nicer, but this helmet's really cool. Really cool. But let's get to it. All right, we're gonna let that dry, and then we'll move on to start the sanding. Okay, gonna sand the Zyuoh lion. Hopefully this stuff comes off. It's really on there. I tried with some snips and all that, couldn't get it. We might have to put some spot putty on the top here. That's pretty big ring, but we'll see. There's some other extrusions. Well, we can fix anything, but we need to see what it looks like with some primer on it first. So let's get there. All right, got that all sanded. Just sanding, I can tell we're gonna have to fill in here. Some big layer line here. There was somewhere else too. Where'd it go? I'm sure we'll see it when we prime. Oh, it was on the back, these here. We'll have to fill those. But we'll prime it first, and then I find it easier to prime it, sand it, then fill it, or prime it, fill it, sand it. It depends on how deep it is. Sometimes the filler primer, we gotta fix that too. Fill it up enough sometimes. But when it's all smooth, it's easier to sand the spot putty around it. I mean, that's just how I've noticed, but you do you. All right, gonna put the first coat of primer, and then we'll fill. Okay, even just priming it, I can see a bunch of layer lines we're going to have to fill in. Not a big deal. We'll let this dry, and then we will get to that. All right, we got the Zyuoh line here sanded. I was going to sand some other helmets this morning. I had two I wanted to start, but that took everything out of me, and my hands are killing me, so probably not going to get to it. In my defense, this is also the fifth helmet I sanded this morning, so those are the ones that just have to wait. But we're going to blow this off, put a coat of primer on it, and I can't wait to see it. I hope it looks better than it did. Okay, got a coat of primer on here. It looks better. There's some stuff we got to work on for sure. But again, that was just kind of a rough sand. When we hit with a 220, we should be able to take care of most of the issues. I might take a X-Acto knife and just kind of carve out these lines again so we don't lose them from all the coats of primer and all that. So, but it looks better for sure. Yep, we'll let that dry and then we'll move on to 220. Okay, we're gonna sand Zyuoh yellow again here. Zyuoh line, I guess. Hopefully this primer dried right. Still having problems with that, but let's see. Okay, looking good. We will go blow it off and put some filler primer on it and see if it's ready to wet sand. Okay, let's put some filler primer on this Zyuoh line. Hopefully you can see the sun's coming up more. So, like I said, I don't have great lighting in my garage, so that's all I got right now. Okay, I think she's looking pretty good. I'm gonna have to take an X-Acto knife and get some of the spot putty that got in these grooves here on the chin for sure. There's one other spot I wanted to do that too. I don't know, I might also try to dig out some of these lines. Oh, I missed this spot, hold on. Get under there. Drop that. Alright, there we go. So we'll let this dry. And like I said, I'll take care of the spots. And if we got to sand those spots after I do it, we'll do that. But I think it's looking pretty good. Definitely a lot better. I'm much happier with how this is turning out, for sure. Alright, let's let it dry! Okay, I think we're gonna wet sand the Zyuoh line. I did a couple more touch-ups since last saw it, and I think it's gonna be pretty okay, but we'll see. Okay, she's all nice and smooth now. We will go hose this off, let it dry, and move on to the base coat of yellow. Okay, we're gonna put the yellow base coat on the Zyuoh line. Hopefully it goes better than the other paint jobs I've been doing today, so fingers crossed. Okay, it's about 3 coats. Had a little run on one side. I think I got it taken care of. But it's all these stupid little bugs that keep like slamming into the paint and making a mess. But I think we got good enough base coat on this, so we're gonna let it dry, and then we'll move on to silver, right? I think the nose is silver, and of course the mouth area, so that'll be next. All right, we're gonna put some silver on this Zyuoh lion. I think I have the nose masked off right. I could be wrong. That's what it looks like in the pictures. And hopefully we don't get any overspray, because she's looking okay. There's a little bit of a run on the one side, but I think it's gonna work out fine. You won't be able to see it, but we'll see. Okay, decided to mask, and we'll spray paint the eyes on Zyuoh yellow here. It's just, should be hopefully quicker and easier and look nicer. So I'm looking at how this helmet's looking. There's a little run over here, I think. But other than that, the silver turned out nice. So we'll give it the superstar treatment. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, and hopefully I masked well enough. I didn't just cause a lot of hard work to fix it, so let's see. Okay, so I finished the lines throughout the week in the morning for work. So I didn't get any footage of that, but I think I got them all. These ones up here were a pain. I did the best I could, you know, freehanding them, using some fine line tape to give me stencils at least. Line's a little shaky. I don't know why on this one. It's just, maybe it's too smooth or something. I don't know. But we're gonna clear coat this, and then we'll move on to the inside stuff. All right, that's 4 coats of clear. Gonna let it dry, and hopefully we don't get too many runs, because that's just my middle name. Yeah, it's a bad middle name. That's terrible. Terrible nickname. But then we will move on to doing the visor, the elastic, and magnet. Okay. Clear coat isn't cured. It's just good enough to touch. So we're gonna get the visor in here, magnets, and elastic. We'll be done. Okay, got everything in there, and I guess we'll show it off. You can see all the runs on it. Actually, it's just there, that one I've been talking about the whole time, but it should be okay. Alright, that is Zyuoh Yellow finished. Zyuoh Lion, whatever you want to call him. Wow. Something about yellow helmets just are awesome. I don't know, some people in the comics might understand, but there's something about like yellow covers that are just awesome. Especially like when they're nice, vibrant, old ones. Like I'm thinking like Avengers 100 is awesome. off the top of my head. And there's a couple Iron Man ones that are really cool, but something about yellow is just, I don't know, sometimes it just gets me going. I need to figure out how to wipe these off better. Though I'm sweaty and making stuff all gross looking. But love how this turned out. You know, there are always a couple issues here, but I think looking from the front and the sides, perfect. Perfect. The line's a little sloppy, but, you know, that's just nature's the beast. You zoom in on some of your favorite prop makers and look at their lines. They're not as straight as you think they are, I promise. But a little bit of a weird texture on this little spot back here. I don't know if we missed it or got a little orange peel with the clear. But other than that, man, I think this turned out really cool. And we're down to two main Zyuohs we need to have. Working on one of them. Well, 3 working on one of them. We'll get there. I'll probably be done by the time you even see this, but yeah, happy with this. I did finally order some upholstery foam to put padding in these, so I'm getting it fit better, and probably find out that my magnets are insufficient for holding this on with this padding in it. But we're gonna find out. I think if we put one up here and some on the cheeks, which I think most people do, should be okay. Maybe like a thin piece on the back. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out. I don't know what helmet we're gonna put foam in first, but that's coming up. I know I've had a couple people ask me about that. No, I don't know where Aniki gets his foam. He has some weird like pads he puts on the cheeks that no one seems to know where they came from. But if you do know, let me know, because I'm interested. But yeah, really happy how this turned out. I hope you had fun watching this. I think we're getting better. You know what? I hope you're getting better. I hope you are out there making your own helmets, because this was all about. I'm not trying to advertise that I'll make you helmets and all that. I mean, if you want me to, I will. Hit me up on Instagram. But I'd rather you make your own helmet. This is about what you want to do. When I was a kid, all I wanted to do was make a helmet. I have a picture of me hand molding a Gokai Red from clay from about 12 years ago, and tried to mold it and cast it and all that, and went terribly wrong. But it's just something I always wanted to do, and wow, I started doing it, and I thought, man, it'd be better if there's more videos out there that could show people how easy this is. It's not hard. I mean, maybe the whole 3D printing stuff seems overwhelming at first, but you can buy a cast off someone, a resin cast if you want, or you can get raw 3D prints pretty cheap. You know, you can do it yourself at your leisure and your skill level, and you'll get better. And you know what? Your old helmets, when you go back and look at them, yeah, they're not going to look good. But you know what? If you think they look good at the time and you enjoyed it, then, you know, that's all it is. So, like I said, I hope we're all out there trying to make something we like. So, but, and that, if you have any requests for helmets you want to see me make, let me know. I'll try to make them happen. Might not be timely, might be a month or 2 out, but we'll get there. And if you have any questions, Instagram, Twitter, hit me up. Or if you just want to talk, that's perfectly fine too. I've been thinking about getting a Discord server, but I don't know if people care. I'm in a Power Ranger Discord that there's 8 people in. It would be nice to get some more people in there. Maybe I'll put a link here in the description. If I haven't already in a previous video, because, you know, it happens. But yeah, thanks for watching, and have a great day.